I've had many people ask me tech questions over the years, or gadget questions. And one of the questions that I've seen recently as technology progresses, with cameras anyway, is how can I identify a spy camera? How can I locate them? Or I think there's a spy camera in my house or business or whatever. So I wanted to put this video out to show you some common examples of cameras, or even spy cameras, hidden cameras. These are some common options. The camera on top here is from a recent review. It's just a regular bullet style outdoor security camera. And as you can see, it's got LEDs around it. These are infrared LEDs. As you can see right here, that's what it looks like at night. So generally these are pretty easy to spot. I mean, you see them on the outside of a business or outside of a building or whatever. I wouldn't necessarily call those a hidden camera, but that's a common security camera. And they also, I actually have one outside my home right now. It's a Wi-Fi version of the same camera. So if you scan the network, you can actually see that there is a camera connected. So that's one way to detect them. Another way is just look for things out of place. This pen has a camera built in. It's a common spy camera pen. You can get it on Amazon. If I can get the camera to focus here on the actual lens itself, you can kind of see it right there above. There it is. Above the clip, there's a little tiny lens, and the button obviously starts and stops the camera. But aside from that, you can twist it on, and it's a regular pen. But when you open it up, it has a USB connector, and this is where the card would go. So there's obviously something up with this if you see something like this lying around. Now this camera is not Wi-Fi enabled, so you have to plug it into the computer to download. And also it requires manually starting and stopping. There's no app that works with this or anything. But if you're looking for suspicious items and you see a pen like this around, just pick it up. Pick it up and look at it. If you think you're already on camera, then it's not going to hurt you to go ahead and look at it. And look for a little tiny lens like that, a little pinhole lens. And that's a telltale sign right there that you're dealing with a camera. Another thing I would suggest is to cover this thing up. If you find something that looks suspicious like this, like if this was laying in a bathroom or something, that would be kind of weird. So to cover it up, put it in the garbage if it's not yours. Anything like that. And if you can monitor that room, shortly after you cover this up or throw it away or get it out of sight, whoever owns it is going to come looking for it. Especially if they're watching a live feed from it, they're going to want to see what happened to their camera. So that's one way to go ahead and identify if somebody's paying attention to it. So another camera that's common on the market these days is this USB charger style camera. It looks like your typical wall charger. It's got two USB ports obviously for charging your phone. It does have that little pinhole right there, and it has a strange mirrored cover on the front. But I mean, there's so many chargers on the market that this really doesn't even look very suspicious plugged into the wall. And on the back side of it as well, it has the common text you would see on a charger with the input voltage, the output voltage, and stuff like that. But if we go ahead and take a little tool here, I'm going to use my trusty pry bar that I made. There is a little lip right here on the back side of it that you can pop up and take the back off. And now what you get is an SD card slot and another reset button. So if you see a suspicious wall plug, pull it out of the wall. Check it out. See if it looks suspicious up close. As soon as you unplug it, there's not going to be any power to it, obviously, so whoever's monitoring won't be able to see anything. Now this does have Wi-Fi capability, so I can monitor this camera from a remote location, So if someone is watching this camera, then they're going to know you've unplugged it because it won't connect, and they will come looking for it. There's no lens on here that you can see because it's hidden behind this mirrored piece of plastic. But if you see a suspicious back, I mean, you shouldn't be able to remove the back of a charger. But just take it out of the wall and look at it and see if something doesn't look right about it. That's the best defense against security cameras in general, or hidden cameras, or anything suspicious, any suspicious electronics. If it looks out of place, especially if it's in your home and you know that you didn't put it there, then go ahead and unplug it. Unplug it, and you can ask online, ask Reddit or one of the other, popular sites. Ask what this thing is. Somebody's bound to know. If you see any markings or any text on it, just Google it. Google it and see what this thing is, and you may get a good idea of what it is. It may be something completely harmless, and then again, it may be a camera. So I hope this helped a little bit. If it did, please give me a thumbs up below. And if you like videos like this, subscribe to my channel because I post several times a week. So thanks for watching.